Okay. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in it.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Arizona Cardinals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Shot 56.
Hey, watch the slant.
Get it.
On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joe Juan Williams. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs lived for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Forced out to his left. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
43. We got it. March 43. March 43.
From the gun, Murray. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what...
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly.
David Johnson on his way. He's at the 30, past the 20. David Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Being chased out left, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. It's caught. This is White. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Austin. 21 yards. Well, Done on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are on 2nd down now. It's Johnson, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. They find some open field here.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on the football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making all the way to the end zone.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Everyone got 4 down. 36,
And no pitch there, and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Ready up, Mike. 43 for Mike. All day.
Now this time Murray to throw it. Dancing to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Ready?
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. David Johnson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Marquise Goodwin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Get that quarterback deep.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Eifert has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. This one caught by Isabella. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Check 13. Check 13. Check this guy. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift. 36. Check 9. Hustle. 43 is the mic.
On play action, it's Murray. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, check. 3 down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Completes it to Miller. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Hightower. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have the chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Throwing now is Murray. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, Murray. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's got Rome. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Murray sets to throw on fourth. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gostkowski the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 77 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. So they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Now Austin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, it's Weber, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, They want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30.
Now it's him carry for Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How being get much more balance than this? Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Jacob Hollister, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Murray now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So here comes the kickoff. 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Yeah. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Patriots.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Murray. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he's taken down inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. To throw is Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Murray now to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. This from 55 yards out. It has the distance, and it is good from 55 yards out. And it'll be a good time in the Back Bay tonight. The Patriots have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for New England, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem